Welcome back to Build and Thrive Thunder Bay. I'm your host, Robert Downing, and with me today is a true expert in marketing strategies, especially when it comes to helping local businesses thrive. Please welcome Mark Johnson. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Robert. It's a pleasure to be here and talk about how the 80/20th rule can transform local businesses.
Fantastic to have you here, Mark. Let's dive right in. Many business owners might have heard of the 80/20 rule or the Pareto principle, but how does it apply specifically to marketing?
The 80/20th rule, also known as the Pareto principle, suggests that 80% of results often come from 20% of efforts. In marketing, this means that a small portion of your strategies or actions is producing the majority of your outcomes. Understanding which efforts have the greatest impact can enable you to optimize resources, time, and budget, driving better results overall.
That's a powerful concept. How can businesses in Thunder Bay identify that critical 20% effectively?
Great question. It starts with analyzing your data. If you're running digital marketing campaigns, look at metrics like engagement rates, conversion rates, and traffic sources. Identify patterns. Where do most of your quality leads or sales come from? Consider segmenting your analysis by platform, content type, or even time of day. Once you have a clear picture, you can determine which efforts are most effective and why.
So it's all about diving deep into the data. For a business owner without a big team, what practical steps can they take to streamline their marketing efforts based on this rule?
Certainly. First, start small and focus on the most accessible high-impact areas. Perhaps it's a single platform like Facebook or Instagram where you consistently get engagement. Allocate more resources there. Secondly, refine your messaging to align with what resonates with your audience based on your data insights. You don't necessarily need a large team to execute a well-targeted campaign. Focus on quality over quantity in your interactions.
That sounds manageable even for smaller teams. Let's talk about customer segmentation. How does focusing on key segments align with the 80/20 rule?
Customer segmentation is critical because it allows you to tailor your marketing efforts to the groups most likely to convert. By identifying and focusing on these segments, which often represent a small portion of your entire market but generate the highest sales or leads, you can tailor your marketing, sales approaches, and even product offerings to better meet their needs. This approach saves time and resources, focusing efforts on high-value customers.
So instead of casting a wide net, it's about being precise. Could you give us an example of using unique selling propositions to enhance brand visibility?
Absolutely. Your unique selling propositions, or USPs, are what set your business apart from competitors. Let's say you own a local bakery in Thunder Bay. If your bakery sources all ingredients locally and uses traditional baking methods, these should be highlighted as your USPs. These aspects can be leveraged through stories and visuals in your marketing to attract customers who value quality and local support in their purchases.
That's a great example. It's all about standing out in a way that resonates with your audience. Now let's discuss tools and resources. What would you recommend for measuring marketing effectiveness?
In terms of tools, there are several accessible ones that can provide detailed insights. Google Analytics is fundamental for tracking website performance and understanding visitor behavior. Social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram offer analytics that show engagement metrics for your posts. Additionally, email marketing services like MailChimp have tools to analyze open and click rates. Consistently reviewing these metrics helps make data-driven decisions to fine-tune your strategies.
It's all about leveraging technology to better capture your efforts. As strategies evolve, how should business owners approach ongoing optimization?
Ongoing optimization requires a cycle of review and refinement. First, regularly check in on your data to spot trends and shifts in your audience's behavior. Keep testing different approaches, be it with content, platforms, or timing, and measure the results. Don't hesitate to iterate on your best performing strategies for better results. Engaging with your audience for feedback can also provide qualitative insights that might not be immediately apparent from data alone.
Maintaining flexibility and attention to detail sounds key. Reflecting on today's discussion, what encouragement would you give to business owners ready to implement the 80/20 rule in their marketing efforts?
I'd urge business owners to approach the 80/20th rule as an opportunity to be intentional with their marketing. Start by evaluating what you're already doing, learning from your data, and don't be afraid to pare down efforts that aren't driving results. Small, focused actions can lead to significant growth and efficiency. Sharing successes, challenges, and tips with other local businesses can also provide support and foster a thriving community.
Mark, thank you for sharing these insights. It's been enlightening to explore the 80-20 rule and how local businesses in Thunder Bay can use it to thrive. That brings us to the end of our episode of Build and Thrive Thunder Bay. We learned how the 80-20 rule can transform marketing efforts by focusing on what truly drives growth and discussed practical ways to identify and capitalize on these high-impact strategies. This conversation with Mark Johnson has added immense value by offering actionable advice on optimizing marketing through effective data use, customer focus, and leveraging unique selling propositions. Stay tuned for more episodes where we'll continue to explore innovative ways to engage more customers. Until next time, thanks for listening, and remember to keep building and thriving right here in Thunder Bay.